Okay, so for your DMR for today is another GCF word problem. And it says you have 50 blueberry scones and 75 cranberry scones. You want to make as many identical bags as possible. Each bag should have an equal number of blueberry scones and an equal number of cranberry scones. What is the greatest number of bags you can fill? So again, we have greatest number, let's try it again, greatest number, which tells us that we are using GCF. We want equal numbers of both of them, equal number of blueberry scones and an equal number of cranberry scones. With that having equal number with nothing left over, that means that we are doing GCF as well. So if we're doing GCF, we have to break up 50 and we have to break up 75. So I'm going to start off with 50. So I have 5, 0, and then I'm going to break it up. And if I'm thinking 50, well, 10 times 5. So I'm going to start off with 10 because I know it's a composite number because 1 times 50 isn't the only set of factors that go into it. 10 times 5 go in it, 25 times 2. Okay, so we have 10 and 5. Now, hopefully by now you're getting in the habit of remembering that list of prime numbers that I told you, that 2, 5, 7, 11, 13. Okay, so 5 isn't listed there. So I'm going to circle 5 because 5 is a prime number. Only 5 times 1 are the only two whole numbers that go into 5. So now I have to look at 10. What times what gives me 10? Or is 10 times 1 the only thing that gives me 10? Well, no, 1 times 10 isn't the only thing. 2 times 5 gives me 10. So I can break up 10 now to 2 and the 5. So I have them broken up. Well, I know 5 is already a prime number. So I can circle 5. And I know 2 is a prime number because when I listed that out on a piece of paper next to me, 2 was the first one I wrote down. So 2 is prime number as well. So now that my prime tree, has only apples, now I got to move on to 75. So 75. Okay, well, I'm thinking of 75 as money, and I know that 3/4 equals 75 cents, and a quarter value is 25. So I'm going to break up 75 as 3 and 25. So I'm going to do 3, and then I'm going to do 25. Okay, and looking at my list of prime numbers, I have 2, 3, so 3 is prime. Again, I have that list written down on a piece of paper next to me to help me out. 25, I got to break that up because I know that's not on my list, that's next to me. So 25, I got to think what times what gives me 25. Well, I know that 5 times 5 gives me 25. So I put 5 and 5. And looking at my list and also looking at how I broke down 50, I circled 5, so I'm circling 5 here. Circle 5 and circle 5. Okay, now that I have my numbers and my trees only having apples that end it, now I got a list for step 3, my prime factorization. So I have 50, and what 50 equals is in least to greatest 2 times 5 times 5. And then I have 75, and what 75 equals is 3 times 5 times 5. Again, order from least to greatest. Now I have to circle my matching socks. Nothing matches at 2 on the bottom. So 5 and 5, I have a 5 on top and I have a 5 on bottom. And then I have a 5 on top and a 5 on bottom again, so I can circle both those. Looking here, there's nothing left that matches on top or bottom so I can not have any more socks. So I cover my bottom row up to see just the top row and the numbers that I've circled up there. I have a 5 circled and a 5 circled. So I go down to my step 4 and I do 5 times 5, and a 5 times 5 is 25. So what is the greatest number of bags you can fill? 25 bags. Oops, bags. Okay, that's DMR for Tuesday.